Good morning, YouTube. Just crawled out of bed. It's 6:30, and I am getting out there for my morning run. I haven't been running in the morning like I'm supposed to, but today's my girlfriend's birthday, so got a plan to not have any time after work today to get this done. So I am getting out there, literally just rolled out of bed, put these clothes on, and I'm probably not gonna do a great warm up. Maybe I'll just take the first mile as a nice slow and steady warm up. Today the goal isn't any paces, so I'm not worried about doing something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a easy 4 mile day with some striders after it. This time, instead of 4 striders, it's going to be 8 striders, standard 20-second striders, rest 40 seconds, repeat 8 times. So I'll see you after. What's up, everybody? Back from work. I did not update you after my run this morning. I was rushing around. I had a meeting at 8 a.m., immediately after I got back. So I took that meeting virtually. Pretty sweaty, actually. Kept my camera off. And yeah, that meeting took longer than I wanted it to also. And I had another meeting that I had to be on site at the hospital for at 9 o'clock. So I snuck off that meeting at 8:25, hopped in the shower, showered for 10 minutes, and then rushed out the door and and got to the hospital in time for that next meeting. So bottom line, that's why I didn't do another update after the run, but the run was tough. And as I mentioned, I did it without a proper foam roll or warm up beforehand, so that is never what I would recommend. And while the run was fine and my heart rate was pretty perfect for the whole run, the legs were very tight for pretty much the whole thing, and that's also because I probably didn't foam roll enough the day before, which is yesterday. All that being said, we got it done. The striders, we did 8 rounds of striders after the 4 miles, and I am not used to doing multiple speed sets a week, and I'll just say that. So my legs are starting to feel it. It's good. It's exactly what I need to start building up my anaerobic capacity and also my speed. So it's exactly what the doctor ordered, because for the past, I don't want to say 8 months because there was that break time, but for the 8-ish months of Ironman training earlier this year, we did speed work and we did bike intervals, and that was the goal of that was to boost my power levels on the bike, boost my VO2 max, and all this other stuff. But since it was so split between the two disciplines, I don't think I got the benefit that I would have gotten, that I'm trying to get right now if I just dedicated to a single sport. So as I mentioned, this build is mostly running, and so that's why so far all the bike workouts lately have been pretty much zone 2 pace, and then all the running has had, for the most part, we are still in the very beginning of this build, for the most part it's been paceless, that I've been setting my own pace as around a 10 ideally, as my base pace on a run, and then much more speed work. So a lot more striders built into most workouts, and then the actual speed day, on the track, which added a fair bit of anaerobic volume to my training week. Um, but yeah, so after the Striders today, definitely felt the jello legs, felt some strain building up towards the end of the run and going into the Striders. Like there was that moment where I lined up at the end of a flat block, because that's where I do my Striders if I'm going to do a road run. Lined up at the end of the block, and I was just standing there with my watch getting ready to like start the next lap, which meant that for the next 8 minutes I would be doing 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off of these Striders, repeating without any break in between the sets. And I felt like that weakness start to crawl up into my mind and say, like, just like prolong that time before I started that set of Striders. And that's what we're here for. We're here to beat that. We're here to improve and get faster. So that's my check-in regarding the run. Finished up the work day. As usual, craziness. We're finishing up a major project right now that's like worth, the whole project is 46 million. This is phase one, which is the bulk of that. We're probably around 32 million. So we're basically finishing up a $32 million project. And that's that's what I'm dealing with on the side as well. It's been great though. Lots of great learning experience, and I wanted to do this check-in and upload this video early, which is why I'm doing this now, because today's my girlfriend's birthday. We'll be spending some time together. Gonna go into the city, which is New York City, by the way, and just go out to dinner, have a nice night, chill, come back here, and then, you know, that's the end of the day. But I'm uploading this now so that I don't miss my consistency. If you haven't noticed, I've been posting every single day, consistently, regardless of where I am or what I'm doing, and the goal is to continue that for as long as I don't have a good enough excuse to let it slip one day. But I'd really like to not let it slip. Not that there's a real direct goal here. It's actually funny, I was scrolling on social media, Instagram specifically, and like Tai Lopez came up, and I'm sure if any of you have been around the internet marketing space, you probably know his name. And he was talking about building a personal brand and, you know, his system for that. So I was like really tempted to like dive in there and like, even if like, you know, people say so and so are gimmicky, or like, you know, the internet marketers are the internet marketers. I like to approach them with the idea that I can always learn something from them. Honestly, he seems like a pretty cool guy, pretty funny guy, so I might check out his stuff. I might like YouTube him and see what he has to say, and see if I like his approach and feel like I can learn something from him. If so, then, you know, maybe I'll check out more of his other stuff. But the point there was I'm posting these videos daily to build up that personal brand. To what end? Right now, it's unclear. I like the idea of helping people do their first Ironman or do their first major running race, major for them. Those would be the easiest to coach. People doing like their first marathon, first half marathon, 10K, whatever. But then, you know, try to expand the breadth of that. I don't want to be limited to just being like the Ironman guy, because clearly, based on obviously getting the PE this week, I'm definitely career and goal oriented and have the idea that I would like to build up a business. So the real goal would be to, and I don't know how this will work in actuality, but have a genuine personal brand where I can incorporate multiple aspects of my life, like my Ironman training and racing, my professional skills, and whatever other entrepreneurial endeavors that I have moving forward. Maybe speaking through the camera and talking more often about what I plan to do and presenting it in a way that people actually want to listen to it will help add some clarity to my vision. And that's really the goal. Develop clarity, develop these communication skills, get better at these videos, connect with like-minded people, connect with people who are interested in the things that I have to say. That's a good end goal, but I'll let some of that flesh out with time. This should be vlog number 12, and that's 12 in a row. So kudos to me, kudos to us. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.